bright future. Every student matters.
Now let's look at the first question. Define adolescence. So basically, adolescence is a period when there are a lot of mental and physical changes going on, during which a child is transitioning into an adulthood. During this period only, the child attains sexual maturity, and there are a lot of emotional changes which are going around in this period, right? So it is a period of mental, physical, and emotional changes. Emotional changes in boys and girls, right? Usually the phase is big. Usually it begins from 11 to 12 years and lasts up to 18 to 19 years, right? And definitely it is a period which varies from an individual to another individual. So this is the definition of adolescence. It's a phase of or a period of transition. What is the age of adolescence? So the age of adolescence is from 11 years, near about 11 years, to the age of 19 years. In this age only, a child goes to during this age there is a phase which is called as the teenage, that is, the child is between 13 to 19 years of age, and that phase is known as the teenagers, right? So all the children, those who are in this phase, are called as the teenagers. Define puberty. So puberty is a stage during which the immature reproductive system immature reproductive systems become capable of reproduction, right? So this is marked by the onset of puberty is marked by the reproductive maturity, right? So when the child enters the adolescent period, at that point of time, the phase during which, or the stage during which, the immature reproductive system of either the boys or the girls start or rather it changes in such a way that it becomes capable of reproduction. That phase is called as puberty. What is the relationship between adolescence and puberty? Both the adolescence and puberty begin at the same stage. Adolescence lasts a little longer, whereas puberty is just a small time during which the reproductive system becomes capable, right? That means they mature. So it's only that point of time. The puberty in boys is seen from 11 to 12 years, whereas in the girls the puberty is seen between 10 to 11 years. Whereas in the case of adolescence, it's a whole phase during which not only the reproductive systems but all the other changes are included. Whenever we are talking about puberty, we are simply talking about the reproductive organs and what are the reproductive changes that are taking place. But when we are talking about adolescence, we are talking about both the mental and emotional and even physical changes that are going on in the body of a child. List the changes in the body that take place in the puberty. So there are different changes which are occurring. First of all, increase in height, then change in body shape, then change in the voice, then development of sex organs, change in the mental, intellectual, and emotional ability. So these are the different kinds of changes which occur in the case of the puberty, or in puberty and in the adolescence. Adolescents should be careful about what they eat because proper diet develops their brain. Proper diet is needed for rapid growth taking place in their body. Adolescents feel hungry all the time. Taste buds are well developed in teenagers. So, the answer to this question is that proper diet is needed for the rapid growth that is taking place in their body. So, whatever they eat influences directly that what kind of change might occur in their body, whether they will be able to grow properly or not. All of this is directly dependent on the kind of food that they are eating. The right meal for adolescents consists of chips, noodles, coke, chapati, dal, vegetables, rice, noodles and burgers, vegetable cutlets, chips and lemon drink. So the right kind of food is the balanced diet, and that includes chapati, dal and vegetables because it has the proper combination of carbohydrates, protein, vitamins and minerals. The most conspicuous visible change that occurs in the boys during puberty is development in voice box, increase in height, production of sperm, increased sweating. So one of the most conspicuous change is the increase in height. Usually in boys we see a rapid growth. There's a spurt, and from a child which is not as which is small in height, during the puberty, during the adolescence phase, the height is increasing drastically in the case of boys. Mention any two features each that are seen in boys and girls, each to distinguish them from each other at the puberty. So the change is, first of all, the voice in the case of boys becomes hoarse, right? It becomes deep, right? Whereas in the case of girls, right, what happens is the voice becomes high pitched. Then again, further, in the case of boys, the shoulders become broad, but in the case of girls, the region below the waist becomes broader, right? So this is a few changes which occur in the case of boys and girls, which are quite different from each other. There are various other changes also, but as these are these are the two changes which are quite different in the case of boys and in the case of girls. A few of Paheli's classmates eat potato chips and burgers regularly during recess at school. Are they eating healthy habits? Are they healthy eating habits? Give reasons. So the answer to this question is no. These are not healthy eating habits because burgers and chips do not provide you with the kind of balanced diet that you need. The growing children need proper diet, that is, it should include carbohydrates, proper amount of protein, vitamin, minerals, so that proper growth can take place during this period. But the potato chips and burgers do not provide this kind of a balance between the nutrients. That is why this is not a healthy eating habit. What is the term used for chemical secretions of endocrine glands responsible for changes taking place in the body? So the term that is used for the chemical secretions is hormones, right? These hormones are also called as the chemical messengers, and these are released by the endocrine glands of the body and are responsible for the different changes that are taking place in the body. Name some secondary sexual characters of female. So some of the secondary sexual characters is development of breast, growth of hair under the arms, and growth of hair in pubic region. So these are certain changes which occur in the females at the time of puberty. Name the hormone that is released by testes at the onset of puberty. So the hormone that is released by testis is testosterone, and it is a male hormone, right? Name the female hormone produced by ovary that helps in the development of mammary gland. So the female hormone that is released by the ovary is called as the estrogen. So in this way, students, we talked about the secondary sexual characters, and also we discussed that what are the different hormones that are responsible for the development of such changes. I hope you were able to understand both the characters of male and females quite easily. Thank you.